involved in a committee or in an election with us. Having said that, I'm going to open up for member time, but because he already spoke to me about this today, I'm going to invite Theo Chino up here first.
I have 3 minutes. We only have 10 minutes, so thank you, Bridget. My name is Theo Chino. I am a member of this club. I walked in this club one day because I was upset at our Manhattan DA over encryption. So those that were computer literate were like wondering what I was talking about because nobody understood what encryption was in a way that has to do with policy. So then I started getting involved, and then I discovered the county committee. I petitioned, I joined the Manhattan County Committee, and I became outraged because what was described by Lauren and Adam and Kim and
really?
And Ben, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. So I'm here, and I've been a long time New Yorker for about 40 years. I grew up, I learned how to walk on the west side, and that's where I live today. So I decided after all this outrage to get involved, and I decided now today to announce that I want to run for public advocate. So I'm here to announce that as a soft announcement, because first you all have to vote for Leticia James on November 6th to make sure she wins. She gets elected Attorney General, and then that will open the race for public advocate. One of the things I would do for public advocate, as a public advocate, is to introduce the first day legislation called the Post Act. The Post Act is a legislation that requires the NYPD to divulge all the technical instruments, all the technical equipment they use to spy on our lives. Basically, what they use to figure out what we do with our cell phone during a protest, they have what they call the Stingray. So basically what they use that is to figure out who was at the protest, trying to figure out who was doing what, and we don't know anything of all the technology they use. So that would be one of the first things I would do as a public advocate, introduce that legislation, be branded as a terrorist because the legislation was introduced last year, and the NYPD went berserk, and they say that all the people introducing it were terrorists, basically. We're giving access to our terrorism, which actually is basically privacy right to figure out what the NYPD is doing with their equipment. We're not asking them. We just want to know, basically. Another thing I would do as a public advocate, because the public advocate doesn't have that much power, I want to use that as a shame tool in a way. Like, for example, to get Cuomo and de Blasio sitting in a room and figure out how we get $60 billion for our MTA. So, to me, it sounds like we're hearing the media, we're hearing all that. Maybe that's something the public advocate can do. Invite them in a room, sit with them, and say, figure it out. We need to have our subway working. As a public advocate, I would be the public advocate. And in Spanish, it sounds even better, because in Spanish, it means defender of the people, defensor del pueblo. And New York needs someone who defends the people. And that's why I am a loudmouth. I will try to figure out how to make things transparent, because that's one of the values of this club, is transparency. And we heard earlier from Ben, from Kim, from Lauren, from Adam, that there is none in the party where we belong. I went to the county committee in Brooklyn the other day. They don't even know what rule to use. Some rules were like arcane, some were posted, some were like, they didn't know anything about what rule to use in the county committee. So if we want to have a party that works, we need to have people that are transparent, that will say what they will do what they say, and they will not try to embellish things. So that's one of the reasons I'm running for public advocate. I created a website, pubadvocate.nyc. I have the new literature out there. I'm looking for donation for $10. I need to find 500 people who will donate $10, so you're welcome to do that on the website. And hopefully I will be inviting all of you for the real lunch party once Leticia James wins. Maybe after November 6th, we'll have a real announcement of a public advocate candidate. This is my club. These are the values I want to put forward. Thank you very much for your time.
tough act to follow.
I know.